The galaxy looked peaceful in the way empty rooms can look peaceful after everyone inside has died. Peace sitting like dust on old table. Quiet but heavy with memory no one wants to clean. 2,000 years passed since last true war. Children in small schools on distant planets touching screens showing ancient battles like fairy tales. Laughing at soldiers holding rifles like toys. Teachers telling them war was mistake of old minds. And everyone believed humanity changed. Became soft like fruit left in sun. Became gentle like old animal who forgets its claws. Weapons inside museums sitting behind glass like dead dragons with no fire left. People taking pictures smiling near old tanks. Old dreadnought engines frozen in history halls. Dust on cannons like flowers on grave. World-thinking humans climbed out of fear. World-thinking humans gave up power for peace. World-thinking humans forgot scream of war. Nobody realizing peace of 2,000 years built not on innocence but on threat. Secret threat held tight like knife hidden under pillow. On small moon far from council capital. Orphanage stood quiet like last candle in long night. Building made from old stone and recycled metal painted bright colors to make alien children feel safe. Children running on dusty ground laughing with strange accents mixing languages like paint colors. Small feet kicking balls. Small hands drawing stars on wall. Humans volunteers sweeping floor with tired smiles but eyes warm like old suns. Orphanage taking children from enemy worlds long dead. Children who lost parents to old wars long forgotten by adults. Species mixing together like puzzle where pieces from different worlds suddenly fit. Some children had tails. Some had horns. Some had blue skin. Some had human hair on alien body. But inside orphanage nobody cared. Nobody asked species. Nobody asked history. Children only asked if next meal sweet. If bedtime story long. If toy still works. Orphanage built on law older than council itself. Peace law written in blood of ancient battlefield. No army may harm children. No weapon can fire near child sanctuary. Law considered holy. Law taught to every soldier from every species. Law parents whisper to kids to make them sleep safe. But sky above moon that day silent like wolf stalking herd. No sound of engines until they already close. Galactic empire fleet appearing like shadow from dream that feels too real. Ships black and silver. Large triangle shapes slicing through stars like knives cutting night. Formation perfect. No scattered errors. No noise like proud hunters walking on soft grass. Quiet so heavy air inside orphanage changed suddenly. Human doctor in kitchen stopped stirring soup because window glass vibrated thin like crying. He turned slowly. Spoon falling from hand hitting floor like small gunshot. Seeing dozens of warships blocking sky, blocking sun, blocking hope. Children outside stop kicking ball. Looking up slow like animals sensing. Earthquake inside Earth. Small girl with green skin raised finger pointing at ships. Smile fading slowly then fear blooming like cold flower opening too fast. Teachers run outside screaming for children to come inside. Voices shaking. Go inside now. But children slow, confused, trusting law, trusting peace, trusting world adults told them to trust. They never saw war before. They don't understand metal shaped like death. Doctor grabs small purple boy pulling him toward door. Boy. Drops toy star on ground. Toy rolling on dust while sky burns. Empire fleet hovers. No communication. No warning. No order broadcast. No identification. No diplomatic request. Just movement like machine without heart. Cannons on front line charge like eyes glowing white. Building shaking like creature feeling predator breath on neck. Teachers screaming louder now. Children crying confused. Small girl near window crying why they here. Nobody answers because nobody knows. Nobody prepared for. Answer made from fire. Cannons fire once. Light leaving ship like scream of sun. Beam hitting orphanage center. Walls break like sand castle under wave. Air fills with dust so thick world disappears. Fire growing like monster eating toys first then beds then drawings on wall. Drawings of stars melting into flame. Children thrown backward. Small hands reaching for someone no longer there. Doctor grabs 3 children throwing them behind stone wall that still stands for 1 second before. Collapsing too, everything inside building turned to dust and bone. Explosion echoes across moonscape like giant drum hit by God. Emergency beacon inside basement activated automatically by destruction. Small recorder falling sideways in darkness capturing last living sound in room. Small alien girl with blue horns pinned under stone screaming in broken English she learned from human teacher last week. Mama, help. Voice roar like torn cloth. Echo bouncing inside destroyed room like prayer. Hitting dead God. Beacon sends recording into space. Tiny machine screaming for help louder than any weapon ever built because scream made from small throat holds more power than army shouting victory. Signal travels fast like pain moves through body. Signal hits satellite net. Satellite net pushes message toward Earth. Inside Earth command bunker alarms silent first because beacon frequency old. Used last time 2000 years ago. Officer looks at screen confused then pale like snow falling. On corpse when translation shows words mema help, his breath stops. He stands like statue frozen by horror. Hands shaking pressing button forwarding recording to high command. Recording plays in war room. Long table silent. Generals staring at hologram showing orphanage glowing red on moon surface. Children screaming inside sound like ghosts. Some officers cry complex tears of memory triggered by voice of child calling mother. Earth does not speak. No one stands up shouting. No one demands. Debate, no one calls vote. Because humans old enough no action not speech now. High commander touches screen showing beacon data. Face blank like stone but tears fall slow silent because old pain crawling up spine. Pain of memory world tried to hide under peace blankets. Image of her grandmother holding alien child dying in arms. Child with broken legs smiling weak telling her family to run. Story passed in family like hidden flame. When that child died humanity made promise never to ignore. Children scream again, now scream reaching Earth again after 2000 years. Vow wakes like giant breathing from deep sleep. Across dark side of moon giant vault sealed with meter thick gravity locks hums. Lights turning yellow inside chamber full of weapons older than cities above them. Engines that look more like living things than machines waking from long hibernation. Metal skin glowing red like muscle heating before run. Plates sliding open from mountains in earth deserts revealing. Massive cannons aimed at sky. Ocean waves shake because under deep water ancient submarine carriers rise like monsters covered with coral and rust. Skyscrapers in hidden cities open roof sliding revealing missile platforms disguised like old ruins. Secret bases hidden under tundra open doors releasing black ships shaped like nightmares from old children's stories. Satellites around Earth shut down one by one like lights turning off in theater. Network switching to old classified frequency known only to war generation dead now. But stored in machine brain that never forget. Humans activate code written not for defense but for punishment of those who break children law. Code name simple vengeance of mothers. Humans call mothers who lost children in war sacred. Screams of orphan broadcast across secret tunnels under Earth like chant waking machine souls. Trusted AI system recognizes cry pattern matching cry patterns stored from World War II ages ago. AI unlocks vault without permission from generals because permission. Written forever inside cry. Humans watching sky see strange aurora made from engine heat. Some cry because they never saw sky angry like this. Some run to shelters shaking. Some pray to God they never prayed before. Message leaves Earth. Simple 6 words but heavy like mountain falling on glass world. Children died. Peace is cancelled now. Message heard in council room like lightning hitting wall. Ambassadors screaming panic because they know those 6 words mean death to peace written in their books. They know humans never used this phrase before. Phrase older than current governments. Phrase from war where humans killed stars themselves to protect small villages. Peace is cancelled means old humanity returned, not negotiations, not trade. Pure war that burns difference between heaven and hell. Galaxy. Feels earthquake of fear without planets shaking. Because fear moves through minds faster than gravity. Old warning from ancient archive travels through comm networks like ghost voice. When Earth fights for children, stars fall. Children's story told in bedtime. Story adults laughed because seems exaggerated. Now story waking real. Young species don't understand why old ones shaking. Elders cry quietly because they fought humans long ago. Know what happens when humanity stops talking. Young. Captain in Council Defense Office asks older officer what happens now. Older officer voice thin like air leaving lungs too slow. War. The kind no one survives clean. Human ships gather in formation above atmosphere like eclipse blocking suns. Rooms dark inside council. Ambassadors shaking hands sweating because they forgot fear of human anger shaped like love. They thought humans soft because peace long. They never understood peace built on warning not on trust. On oath not on kindness. Now oath active. Earth silent not because calm but because words have no place in scream. Scream not from mouth. Scream from engines of 1,000 warships rising like hunger for justice. Humans do not celebrate. No music, no speech, no victory dance. Whole planet silent like funeral carrying anger like coffin. Even children at home confused why parents crying watching news showing broken orphanage images. Parents hug them too tight, whisper you are safe. We will keep you safe. While tears wet pillow as they sleep, humans preparing war like mothers preparing medicine for sick world. No joy, only weight, only purpose. Fleet leaving Earth orbit like black tide moving without wave sound. Engines silent like ghosts gliding through void. Stars reflect on hull like tears on metal skin. Ships carry names printed on sides. Names of children died in old war. Names written in alphabet alien and human both. Because humanity kept memorial alive under skin of steel, under quiet peace. Waiting for moment when law breaks again. Waiting for moment scream returns. Council sends message begging for explanation. Asking for conversation. Warning about treaty broken. But messages enter silence. Human comm channels dark. Earth not negotiate with monsters who kill children. General on flagship watches screens replaying beacon sound. Small voice mema help. Whisper like stabbing knife into heart every time. Tears in eyes she doesn't wipe because pain tool. To sharpen mind, she sends internal message to all captains. We fight for voices that cannot speak anymore. Crew silent salute screens. Hundreds strong hearts beating like drums. But no shouting, no rage inside voice. Rage silent like weapon sharpened slow. Planets watch across galaxy. People afraid of empire now, afraid of humans more. But some whisper from deepest hope maybe this time peace born from pain worth it. Mothers on planets hold their kids crying. Kids confused why peace heavy. Tonight, camera in night sky shows warships leaving Earth like black rain falling upward. And in ruins of orphanage on moon dust still hot. Small broken toy star blinking weak battery light under rubble like last spark of happiness dying slower than body around it. Camera drone recording scene for history, broken stones, burned bed sheets, drawing of sun cut in half by explosion, message in child handwriting home half burned, girl voice on recording looping on screens, cry echoing world 2. World, aliens hearing English scream feel something strange, guilt heavy like mountain on chest because child called mother in language not hers. Meaning child saw human as mother figure. Meaning love bigger than species separation. Meaning humanity adopted alien child truly, not like political symbol, but real love. Now love answered like fire, war for children voice, not war for borders, and darkness spreads inside empire leadership rooms. Generals screaming commands without answer because soldiers refuse to fight after seeing recording. Empire fleets break discipline. Some surrender early, some escape, some kill themselves. Because guilt worse than bullets, some crews cry screaming we didn't know children inside. But ignorance cannot erase death, cannot erase scream, cannot erase dust on toy. Empire attempt broadcast saying it was glitch, accidental fire. Lie breaks fast because world saw target first. Saw direct fire on orphanage. Saw no warning, no misfire. Saw purpose like evil shape behind silence. Council waiting message from Earth. Message never arrives because humans believe truth obvious. Scream real enough. No debate needed. Starships continue moving. Quiet like tears falling on table. Nothing loud, nothing chaotic. Like army moving through funeral. Fear traveling faster light. Panic in politics. Peace broken beyond repair because broken child cannot be fixed with talk. Fear everywhere now. And story of one scream changes destiny of galaxy. Because peace. Built on law failed to protect most innocent. Now war built on grief will protect next child born under stars. One voice rewriting fate, and fade out like slow closing of eyes of world preparing to open with new sight. Council chamber filled with leaders from 214 species but air inside room heavier than gravity on neutron star. Silence loud like scream echoing inside skull. Every ambassador wearing perfect clothes. Shining medals from peace years, but hands shaking under table. Hidden from cameras because they know humanity's silence more dangerous than any war speech. Giant screens show dust of orphanage replay again and again. Broken toys under stone. Message from Earth repeating like cursed children died. Peace is cancelled now. And some leaders whisper that humanity bluffing, that humans soft now, that humans don't remember how to hate. But elders know truth deep in old bones. Warriors who once fought humans 2,000 years ago staring at screen with eyes wide like children hearing nightmare from dark corner. They remember heat of human engines that melt ships like snow. They remember silence before attack like God breathing in. And council high speaker tries to speak loud to hide shaking voice. We must open dialogue, explain incident, avoid conflict. But sentence dies in throat because truth stands in middle of hall like shadow darker than space. Everyone saw recording. Everyone heard child scream. Everyone knows there is no explanation, no accident, no glitch for direct hit, and ambassadors look at floor ashamed because they let peace become excuse to ignore ugly parts of galaxy. Let Orphanage stand alone without real protection. Believing law enough to stop evil. Believing signature on treaty. Stronger than hatred hidden in Empire heart, one ambassador stands, voice shaking. It was rogue captain, not order. Others shake heads because captain cannot command 30 ships into formation, cannot lock on target alone, cannot remove transponder codes from fleet without government help, lie obvious like blood on white cloth, and before council can build another excuse Earth delegation arrives without permission. Hall doors open like wound and into silence march humans carrying small coffins made from white metal with names written in 2 languages, some letters curved beautiful alien script next to English letters written by trembling human hand. 7 coffins placed in center of circular table where diplomats usually sit arguing meaningless words. Now no one speaks because coffin speaks louder than any argument. Human soldiers in black uniform step back, faces like stone but eyes red from nights without sleep. Admiral Seren Holt walks behind them slow like someone traveling through memory, not hallway, her hair tied tight, face pale but sharp like blade cut from ice. She doesn't bow, doesn't greet anyone. She places hand gently on smallest coffin, voice soft at first. They were not soldiers. They trusted your law. Quiet words falling like heavy stones into silence until silence breaks under weight. Some ambassadors look away crying. Some try to speak but no breath comes. Holt lifts her eyes staring at council with anger that looks like grief wearing armor. You promised war would never touch children again. You promised protection. You signed law with our blood. Council tries to defend themselves but she raises hand like mother silencing noisy room of guilty children. Voice deeper, no shouting, just sorrow carved into command. Peace died with them. Words drop like thunder without sound. Galaxy feels it through cameras broadcasting meeting to million screens. Trending lines explode through networks like virus. Peace died with them. Images of broken orphanage beside line replay in homes making people realize peace not gift. Peace responsibility, and council high speaker tries to recover power in voice. We regret the loss. But Holt cuts him like knife cutting paper. Loss? They are not objects you misplaced. They are children you failed. Room trembling because even air afraid of her voice, she steps closer to table, fingers touching edge near coffins, voice low, shaking, heavy with something older than fear. For every child killed, we will remove 10 fleets. Ambassadors freeze like ice statue, some gasp loud, some fall back into chairs, some whisper ancient warning stars will fall. Because threat not metaphor, humans once destroyed suns to end war faster. Elders present saw star cracks open. Like egg from pressure of human gravity device, they know number 10 not symbolic, number 10 real. Holt doesn't look aggressive. She looks broken in way rock breaks under storm, voice quieter. Almost whisper but more frightening because whisper speaks truth not perform drama. If you cannot protect children, we will. She turns and walks away leaving coffins in hall like mirror reflecting guilt to everyone sitting around. No guards protect her because she needs none. Whole army waiting outside. Chamber ready to burn sky if she dies. Council members shout after her without conviction we must negotiate. But humans gone, leaving 7 silent stories heavier than whole galaxy's pride. Meeting falls apart, leaders arguing in panic, blame thrown like stones. Some say empire must be punished. Some say humanity too dangerous. Some say orphanage should not exist near border. Excuses like poison trying to dilute truth but truth already printed inside millions hearts watching recording on personal screens. Alien mothers watching video scream sobbing hugging children near chest whispering I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Guilt spreading like fire through society because they trusted council to protect children and council failed. Baby crying in other room while screen shows children dying on moon bending mother's knees to ground. War broadcast started without bullet. War broadcast started by crying voice of child. People start writing messages we stand with children council explain this why peace broken. Planets rise in outrage not against humans first but against empire leaders who ordered. Attack. Empire High Command tries emergency announcement saying accidental misfire caused by gravitational interference. But video analysis experts prove cannons aimed directly at orphanage, beam angle perfect, power controlled, no scatter, no mistake, lie breaks under sunlight of truth. Empire soldiers send internal anonymous messages terrified. We didn't know children inside, commands sealed. Orders said target is terrorist training site, meaning Empire used worst lie to hide war crime. But now child scream reveals truth like cut in sky. Civilian protests start on Empire colonies. Soldiers refuse to board ships. Officers resign on live camera. Cracks inside Empire growing faster than cracks inside any planet core. Council cannot control narrative because narrative now child's voice not political speech. And in silence of room where coffins sit, old alien leader stands, his skin grey like ancient stone. Eyes full of history long and painful. He whispers, emotional voice shaking. I fought humans 2,000 years ago. Their anger not like others. It is born from love. When love breaks, nothing stops them. Others listen afraid like children listening ghost story that might be true. He continues, we saw them burn sun to save village. We saw them walk into fire carrying enemy children out. We thought they changed. They never changed. They just waited. Tears shine in his eyes because memory heavy like rusted sword. We failed again. His words spread through hall like slow poison of regret. Council room silent except soft hum of cameras capturing history breaking like bone underweight. Outside station ships leaving self-defense formation moving away slowly in fear of Terran fleet approaching system. Some ambassadors run to private calls trying to protect families on border worlds. Some collapse crying because they know negotiation almost impossible after child funeral. Humans don't want apology, humans want justice like hurricane, unstoppable if wind rises. Our later Admiral Holt in her flagship monitoring star map showing ships leaving Earth orbit like ink spreading in water. AI calculating warp paths heading straight to Empire core worlds. She doesn't smile. She cries alone in command room because she wanted world where children safe, not world where she must kill thousands to protect small voice mama help. She wipes tears but face remains wet. Crew sees her pain but do not comfort. Because they respect grief like sacred fire. One officer whispers to another she carries weight of universe alone. Officer replies no, not alone. Those coffins carry with her. Across galaxy, network communication full of panic messages, families buying emergency supplies, schools closing, trade shutting down, spaceports overloaded with refugee tickets. People who thought war extinct now see war waking like beast from cage kept far underground. Beast hungry for justice not blood. But blood becomes price anyway. Children ask parents why humans so angry, parents answer, because someone hurt a child. And parents remember pain forever. Children don't understand fully but see tears in parents' eyes. Fear grows but something else grows too. Respect for humans who love children stronger than their lives. On some planets young aliens draw picture of human soldier holding orphan child with caption no one left behind. Art spreading like anthem, some call it propaganda. But truth speaks through simple drawing better than long speech. Because world understands love faster than politics. Council sends message again begging dialogue. Promising trial for Empire leaders, promising justice, promising restriction of fleet. But message too late. Humans left channel open but silent. Silence louder than screaming crowd. Silence meaning no words enough now. Admiral Holt sits with doctors in quiet room checking health report of children not saved. Names listed, ages small. Pictures of smiling faces before explosion. Her hands shaking seeing alien boy drawing Earth flag on toy star. Tag reading I love Mama Earth, heart breaks. Open like cracked stone leaking lava. She whispers I failed them. Doctor answers soft you gave them love. Empire killed them. Holt shakes head not enough love. Then stands again carrying grief like armor, ordering fleet to move faster. Fleet engines charge like low growl of storm building inside sky. No music, no cheering. Humans move like funerals walking to battle. No hate, only justice. Council chair tries final call we forbid you from war. Holt answers calm like death you had 2,000 years to forbid war. You failed 2,000 years ago when you let orphans exist. Now we finish what you never started. Call ends. Holt closes eyes 1 second feeling weight. Seeing image of her own child sleeping home safe. Imagining orphan girl screaming Mema help when mother not there. Horror twisting stomach into blood knot. She whispers to herself never again. Ship's AI repeats her whisper as command confirmation. Engines ignite fully. Stars stretching like lines in window. War bursts from peace like thunder bursting cloud. Galaxy shakes afraid not of death but of truth. Truth that peace without protection nothing but lie waiting to break under small scream. Fade out like recording stopping mid-cry leaving echo inside minds who hear it. History did not forget war. It only locked war like hungry animal behind iron door made of promises nobody understood. The door humanity built 2,000 years ago after final battle that ended not because armies surrendered but because one small alien child died in arms of human soldier. 2 bodies covered in dust under. Broken starship, child smiling even while bleeding because she saved someone she didn't know. Soldiers around unable to understand kindness from enemy young enough to barely speak. That moment cut humanity like blade through bone. Ancient human commander fell to knees holding child whispering I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Again and again like broken song of regret, human generals and alien soldiers all watching as small fingers touched commander's cheek and child died before anyone could speak her name. That nameless love became seed of new law, not peace law from council built on signatures and politics, but ancient oath of mothers born from blood and hug, oath humanity burned into memory like scar. If any child dies in war again, war will return until child safe. They didn't write it in documents. They carved it in secret halls under Earth mountains. Leaders knew politics would turn oath into tool. So they hid it from galaxy, keeping truth in bone and song. Mothers repeated to children at night like myth. We protect little ones, no matter species. While galaxy laughed calling humans dramatic, saying humans soft now, eating bread of peace, wearing silk of diplomacy. Nobody saw vault built deep under moon surface. Machines slumbering like dragons coiled around egg. Pulse slow like heart. Of sleeping God, 2,000 years passed and people forgot oath, forgot child who died smiling, forgot why humanity stopped fighting. Council wrote fake history saying humans tired of war, saying humans evolved into peace species, hiding real reason. Humans stopped war because they were waiting for scream of child to answer. They were waiting for moment when galaxy again showed cruelty towards smallest heart, waiting so they could prove oath deeper than instinct to live, deeper than pride, deeper than logic. Oath that humans would destroy cosmos for child safety if world refused to protect one. And so Earth hid power in silence like wolves hiding teeth behind soft eyes, showing flowers while keeping fire buried under roots. And now inside flagship command room Admiral Holt accessed memory vault. Not weapon vault, but archive containing truth of last war humans forbid themselves to read unless oath triggered. Screen opened showing old recording, hologram of battlefield filled with broken ships, red sky from burning atmosphere, dust in air like ash storm. Camera shaking as human soldier holds small alien child with purple eyes closing slowly. Soldier whispering stay with me. And child says something weak in alien language nobody present understood then. But translation now shows meaning mom will be proud. Soldier's face breaks like world. Tears falling on child's forehead. War behind her stops as humans and aliens stare at scene of love crossing species. Old council records show that moment ended war because nobody could fire weapon watching love made from enemy blood. Council claimed credit later, saying they negotiated peace. But truth raw, peace came from child, not from politics, because heart of child bigger than war dreams of adults. Admiral Holt stands watching hologram with fists closed. Tears falling without sound because memory inside her blood. Her grandmother saw that child die and raised Holt with story like holy scripture. Story of enemy child saving human soldier from burning cockpit before dying in arms. Grandmother told her again and again, never harm children. Never let law harm children. Never believe peace without protection. Now that protection waking, heavy like old mountain walking after long sleep, Holt turns off hologram and looks at war map showing humanity's fleets moving like black storm under stars. She whispers we waited too long. Officers behind her don't know what she means but they know feeling in air not simple anger. It is grief weaponized, sudden quake inside souls, truth bigger than politics. Humans go to war not because they want land, not because they want revenge for adults. Humans go to war because they see child scream as command louder than any order. Scream calls ancient oath like bells calling dead army from sleep. Galaxy sees Earth as monster now because Earth silent and heavy, but monster created by oath made from love. Love turned into sword because world refused embrace. Under ocean water near Antarctica ship graveyard lies hidden facility called Cradle Forge. Inside massive machine built from remains of enemy dreadnoughts fused with human metal. Purpose only one, protect. Children, scientists 2,000 years ago studied technology of alien child's world, building hybrid systems capable of shielding entire colony from attack. But law funded limited version and cancelled project after peace declared. So Cradle Forge left abandoned in cold water until oath triggered again. Now Forge waking, sensors blinking red like eyes opening from death. Machine voice humming old lullaby used to comfort children in orphanage once long ago. sound haunting like ghost voice. Singing in metal cave, machines remembering promise like people remember dream. Holt knows she has power to destroy Empire in one night. But something inside chest hurts deeper than battle. Pain that humans never wanted to use weapons built from tears. They wanted law to work, wanted counsel to protect children. But counsel weak, law weak, kindness weak if alone. So now love becomes war shape. Holt touches table and opens next archive layer showing history council buried about Earth. After war. Humans not soft, humans trained in secret, each generation learning two languages. Language of peace for world and language of war for children. Children in Earth schools read poem written by ancient soldier violence is last gift to protect last heart. Poem banned in council schools calling it aggressive. But Earth kept poem alive in secret classes taught under stars. Some say humans brainwashed to fight again, but truth opposite. Humans brainwashed to never fight unless cry comes. Brainwashed to hold fire until child scream breaks silence. That scream mama help now traveling through history like lightning hitting roots of old tree. Growing fire underground as roots catch flame. Holt replays beacon again. Sound of little girl screaming English word mama even though she alien. Meaning she learned mother word from human teacher calling all caretakers mama. Meaning she adopted Earth as mother culture. Meaning humanity not just care for children. Humanity gave home to alien babies, fed them, kissed them goodnight. Now those babies' bones under moonstone. Scream wake mothers across Earth like cosmic alarm. Holt remembers ancient poem again to harm child is to break universe. Now universe breaking in return. Fleets move like slow breath of storm building. Council tries to send truth message saying Empire acted alone. But message worthless now because action, speech. Holt sends her last pre-war transmission to Council. Short message like cold star dying we. Fight for children you fail to protect. Message sends shock wave through Council. Some members collapse from stress, some resign. Some scream at others blaming law weakness. Some call for peace delegation to Earth. Others call for arrest of Empire leaders. But arguments pointless because fleet already moving. War now consequence of inaction not choice of moment. No time left for speech. Holt turns to glass panel and sees reflection of her face next to hologram of child in arms of soldier. Recorded 2,000 years ago, similarity in eyes, pain passed down like inheritance. She whispers forgive us for turning love into fire. Maybe to dead child, maybe to herself. Galaxy watching screens sees humans angry. But camera lenses cannot show grief inside machines. Cannot show tears on metal. Cannot show sadness inside engines humming oath. Human warships have names printed like prayer list of children died in wars. Names glowing when ship engine active like spirits guiding bullet. Empire fleet commanders watching war map pale because they see Terran fleet size impossible. Bigger than records show. Hidden ships from ocean rising. Ships from mountain vault rising. Some ships old design but now enhanced by 2,000 years secret upgrades. Empire calculates impossible numbers. 30,000 ships including drones, carriers, giant Ark-class dreadnoughts rumored myth for centuries. Rumor said Ark ships carry fire of stars. Rumor real now. Galaxy asked why humans keep such. Fleet hidden, answer simple now. Because humans never wanted war for land. They only wanted war for last scream. Holt remembers training as child when teacher explained oath for first time. Simple words with heavy meaning protect smallest voice. She didn't understand then. Crying now because she understands too much. Oath heavy like weight crushing heart from inside, making breath pain. But pain fuel for engines, pain turning love into steel. Galaxy didn't see 2,000 years of sleepless. Mothers whispering oath to children who never knew why. Galaxy didn't see soldiers bury guns in ground like seeds waiting for tears to water. Now seeds grown into forest of fire. Humans not destroying Galaxy because hate Empire leadership. Humans attacking because child screamed for mother in human language and mother didn't answer. So now Earth answers loud enough for Galaxy to hear. Council sends message demanding mediation. Holt replies cold mediation died in dust of Orphanage. Her voice like stone soaked in blood. She closes comm and walks to window watching war begin like sunrise of nightmare. But in her heart tiny light remembers that war born from love can rebuild world after fire. Tiny light remembers child died smiling saving human soldier. Remembers how love stronger than hate. She whispers to universe we remember. Phrase Earth repeats in dark halls when children asleep. Phrase becomes war cry and peace prayer same time. We remember. Meaning we remember. Scream, we remember child. We remember oath. We remember mistakes. We remember our promise. We remember what peace cost. Fleets approach Empire border. Engines lighting like dawn cutting night. Council chambers hear screams from protesters outside buildings shouting protect children. While council members shaking, some asking themselves why humanity angry, answer simple. Humanity lost child not born from their species but born from love they gave. Galaxy slowly understanding this not normal. War, this something older than war, something deeper than hate, war of love, war of parents, war of protection. War you cannot negotiate because cannot negotiate with mother heart broken open. Holt opens war channel to all ships, officers stand ready. Soldiers hold hands with each other for 1 second remembering children. Remembering smile from pictures of Orphanage. Holt voice calm like whisper inside hurricane we do not fight for revenge. We fight so no child screams again. Today war is funeral song for those we could not save. Whole fleet silent listening like prayer. Some soldiers cry. Tears fall into uniform collar. Scanners glitch because salty water touches sensor. Holt continues we return to darkness when promise fulfilled. Meaning Earth will go silent again after war. Because humanity doesn't want empire. Doesn't want control. Humanity wants oath honored. Wants children safe. Wants scream never again echoing under stars. Warships accelerate. Space. Stretching like rubber around warp gates. Children across galaxy sleeping little feet kicking blanket while parents whisper sleep. You are safe. Parents not sure safety real but speaking because hope only weapon they hold. Empire families also crying because their leaders killed children without reason. Guilt eating heart like acid. Some families hiding from government police arresting protesters. Collapse of empire internal starting before battle begins. War births change before bullets. Fired. Truth like meteor hitting ocean creating waves reaching every shore. Holt raises hand giving final command before entering warp for children. Entire fleet repeats whisper for children. Whisper forming sonic wave inside metal hallways. Not loud, not aggressive, calm, deadly like prayer said before sacrifice. Then ships jump, engines tear night apart like claws. Leaving council watching screens full of black shapes flying into empire territory like angels of fire carrying curse and blessing same time. Galaxy stands between fear and admiration, not knowing if humanity hero or monster. Truth hidden in tears nobody sees, truth simple. Humanity learned love from alien child, and 2,000 years later humanity answers child scream like thunder answering rain. Fade out like slow heartbeat ending word. Terran fleet arrives at empire border like silent storm crawling across skin of night, not roaring, not screaming, only humming like winter wind that kills crops quietly. Empire. Defense stations detect thousands of signatures but sensors glitch because human ships built from designs 2,000 years old mixed with technology stolen from fallen stars. Detection systems confused like old mind facing new language. Alarms ringing in sequence like heartbeat too fast. Commanders shouting orders while hands shaking because they know child scream echo inside halls louder than officer voice. Admiral Holt stands on flagship bridge looking at massive hologram of battlefield. Forming before ships even exit warp, her eyes heavy with grief, not rage, her heart broken open like fruit torn by claws of memory. She sees names painted on hull of every Terran ship. Names of children lost in wars humanity promised never to repeat. Some names alien, some human. All names small voices that died to create Oath. Oath now breathing like dragon waking from 2,000 winters. Empire sends transmission begging delay. Words panicked. Please, wait. We will hold trial. We will. Punish captain. We will repair orphanage. Messages filled with trembling. But Holt touches screen once and transmission cuts like throat of lie. Warships fall into formation like black wings stretching over border stars. Engines glow low red. Signal of silent anger. Holt opens private channel to fleet captains. Voice soft, no revenge for adults, only justice for children. Captains cry quiet behind helmets because tone of Holt voice heavier than any command. Tone like funeral prayer turning into battle hymn. In Empire capital leaders run through halls yelling for emergency council. Some shouting humanity insane. Others whispering no, we insane for killing children. Guilt spreading faster than fear. Soldiers in lower ranks collapse crying watching recording of orphanage. Many refuse to fire weapons. Some point guns at their own officers screaming you lied. You lied about target. Empire fracturing like glass hit with hammer. Cracks reaching every rank. Holt knows internal. Collapse happening but Oath does not allow delay. Because delay means scream ignored longer. Scream already echoing 2,000 years into future. She cannot let echo die. She presses command panel launching first action not lethal. Giant pulse wave leaving Terran flagship like invisible scream pushing through space. Wave hits Empire fleets disabling engines, turning warships into floating rocks, dead metal without life support. Lights flicker and go dark. Air circulation stops. Panic erupts. Crew gasping, commanding officers pounding on control panels begging for power. Terran comm system opens audio channel. Child's recorded voice repeats "Mama help." Echoing inside dead Empire ships like ghost haunting living soldiers. Soldiers fall to knees. Some scream. Some pray. Some beg forgiveness. Empire commanders break mentally hearing scream they caused. Guilt heavier than vacuum crushing lungs. Holt pulls up targeting grid but switches from lethal fire to disabling shots. She instructs. Fleets disable. Do not destroy. They should live to stand before children law. Strategy shock galaxy because people expected Earth to kill without mercy but humans choose punishment over blood. They choose trial over genocide. But punishment still massive. Entire Empire armada rendered useless in our power cut. Weapons dead. Terran drones swarm like small shadows entering ships through vents using tech grown from 2,000 years forbidden science. Drones don't kill. They record faces of officers. Record tears of soldiers breaking under weight of guilt. Sending data to Council and Earth simultaneously. Showing Galaxy that Empire lie killed children and now Empire forced to see their crime reflected like mirror showing monster. Transmission leak out onto Galactic network. Billions watching live view of soldiers crying. Command officers begging children forgive them. Civilians on Empire worlds kneel in streets holding candles. Whispering apology towards sky hoping humans hear prayers. Parents hugging kids promising to never let leaders touch war again. Terran fleet sends message to entire galaxy witness truth. Child death is first crime. War is second. Words spread like burning wildfire through Heart of Stars, turning populations against Empire leaders. Holt looks at coffin hologram on bridge. Her voice breaks whispering we could not save you, but we will save others. She wipes tears but hand shakes. Memory of grandmother telling story of dying alien child burning in brain like tattoo carved in nerve. And as fleet moves deeper into Empire border world. Empire sends last desperate message please. Negotiate. Holt silent long. Moment. Crew watches her decide history in one breath. She replies slow. Voice soft like snow falling on grave negotiation comes after funeral. Words freeze Empire. Because funeral for children bigger than peace table. Bigger than political apology. Holt orders fleet to disable remaining fleets guarding Empire core. No kill shots. Only power drain disabling weapons. Terran strategy terrifying because killing easy. Disabling harder but shows humans not monsters. Humans mothers with weapons. Made from tears and math. Council watches live broadcast astonished because they expected massacre but witnessing precision justice. One council member whispers emotional they fight like mourning parents, not conquerors. Galaxy slowly shifting perspective. Fear turning into respect mixed with guilt. Civilians on neutral worlds protest in front of council buildings holding sign written in multiple alien languages. Protect children or fall. Some chant name of orphanage. Turning destroyed home. Into symbol of future law. Admiral Holt sees movement on sensor. Small shuttle leaving disabled Empire cruiser. Life support failing. Many kids inside. Sensors detect 30 young cadets, age children, forced into Empire junior training without consent. Holt face twisted with shock because Empire not only killed children. They use children too. She orders rescue team instantly. Terran Marines rush into shuttle capturing unconscious cadets. One little boy wakes on Terran medbay crying not from fear, but from confusion. He sees human doctor holding his hand gently and asks, "Are you going to kill me?" Doctor eyes fill with tears, no child dies. Today, boy begins sobbing like infant, hugging doctor's uniform. Holt watching camera of scene covers mouth sobbing silently. Because war not about Empire adults anymore. War about lost children wearing uniform too big for their small bodies. Forced to be tools in machine. Terran soldiers carrying children out of shuttle treat them like babies not enemy. Trauma heavy like ocean on chest. Holt speaks to rescued children through screen, voice shaking. You are safe now. You are not soldiers anymore. Children cry louder because nobody talked to them like children before. Always like recruits. Holt says sleep now. Tomorrow world different. Crew wide-eyed because command from Admiral sounding like lullaby. Turning flagship into orphanage in middle of war. And Galaxy see this broadcast thinking Earth terrifying and gentle same time. Paradox hard to understand. War waged by people crying for enemy children. Warships painted with names of children they lost. Wiping tears and firing disabling shots at fleets who killed or enslaved other kids. Council members stunned silent because they expected savagery but witnessing motherhood in war shape, war of love sharper than sword, Holt orders capture of Empire command ships. One dreadnought tries escape warp. Terranarch-class vessel intercepts using gravitational anchor tech unknown to Galaxy. Dreadnought frozen mid-jump like insect caught in amber. Pilot screaming for forgiveness. Arc ship beams message directly inside Dreadnought halls. Every voice of child you hurt is here. Walls vibrate with sound of orphan girl scream recorded from moon. Sound. Repeated until crew collapse on floor. Hands on ears weeping. Asking why she called Mama? She alien. Soldier from Terra answers through channel because humanity was her mother. Words destroy pride of Empire officers instantly because they realize child died calling enemy mother. Meaning humanity gave her love. Meaning Empire killed love itself. Dreadnought captain drops weapon. Orders all ships to surrender. Sends live broadcast admitting guilt. Broadcast scene on Empire homeworld. Citizens riot. Demanding execution of leaders. Demanding apology to humanity. Holt sees broadcast. And voice breaks whisper no more death. She sends message leaders will face trial. Not execution. Children want justice, not blood. Surprising even her officers because she chooses law over vengeance. Oath not about killing enemy. Oath about protecting next child. She remembers grandmother telling her promise is protection, not punishment. Guiding her through darkest moment. Terran fleet moves like surgeons removing cancer without killing patient. Disabling Empire military machine piece by piece while Galaxy watches like family watching operation on dying relative. Fear still present but mixed with shock respect. Council meets again in emergency session. Many leaders crying saying Earth right. We failed children. Some ask if Earth will destroy all fleet. Some ask if Earth will become dictator. One elder stands stating emotional humans do not want Empire. They want future safe for babies. Voices agree. Council votes to create new law for children protection across Galaxy. But law need Earth approval because law built from oath Earth holds. Holt receives draft. Eyes scanning text. She shakes head words not enough. She adds line children belong to all worlds. Every world protects them. Council approves crying because truth simple. Child belongs to future of every species, not to war of adults. Holt watches rescued cadets sleeping in medbay rooms like babies. Machines humming lullaby from Cradle Forge. She remembers voice from Moon Memar help. Echo filling room like holy prayer reminding pain and memory that started war. Holt sits alone in bridge whispering to screen showing orphanage ruins still floating. We are sorry we came too late. Guilt. Deepest part of war because victory cannot bring back one child with horns who called Mama in human language. War cannot fix broken toy star found under rubble. War cannot erase Scream Echo. But war can build world where Scream not needed again. Fade out like heartbeats slowing into memory. Empire capital once proud like sun hanging above Galaxy now looks like candle shaking in storm. Halls built from silver metal shining no more. Windows dark because people inside palace switched off lights like shame hiding behind shadow. Emperor sitting alone in throne room designed to make him look like god of stars but now throne feels like stone pressing on his spine. Screens around him showing live footage of destroyed orphanage. Dust drifting like snow over broken beds. Small teddy toy. Half-burned lying next to stone. Emperor unable to look away because every frame like blade-cutting heart he never knew he had. His shoulders shaking under golden armor heavy like guilt made of metal and lies. He hears faint echo of child scream from recording Mama help. That voice crawling into his ear like ghost sleeping under his skin. He tries covering ears but scream lives inside his mind now. He remembers moment order signed. Document calling orphanage terrorist fish breeding center. Lie created by generals to justify fire. Emperor didn't even read full report. He signed blinking eyes thinking small building on useless moon nothing. Thinking conflict small spark to remind Galaxy Empire strong. Never imagining that building full of children. Never imagining children draw stars on wall calling them dreams. Never imagining alien girl learning English word mama from human caretaker who hugged her every night. Now word mama destroying entire empire faster than any bomb, Emperor. Stares at his face reflection in black screen, eyes red. Mask of power broken like glass hit by rock thrown by child hand. He whispers shaking voice what have I done? Voice small like child lost in forest. Camera drones recording his breakdown live because palace security gone. Soldiers opened door for protesters earlier then ran away. Emperor alone with scream in ears. He falls from throne to knees. Golden armor hitting floor like coffin falling from height. Crown sliding off head rolling on. Floor like coin dropped by beggar. Symbol of power meaningless now. Palace silent except faint sound of tremor in his breath. Sudden knock on throne hall door like heartbeat hitting wall. Door opens slow. Light from outside corridor touching room like soft finger touching wound. Terran soldiers enter not aiming guns but carrying small coffin covered with white cloth. Cloth glowing like pure snow under black armor of soldiers. Emperor sees coffin and crawls backward shaking head no more. Please. No more. Soldiers don't speak. They place coffin gently on stone floor like placing baby for sleep. One soldier opens cloth showing small holo projection of alien children in orphanage playing with ball. Laughing. Hugging human volunteer. Emperor sobs uncontrollable like child punished for sin he did not understand until too late. His voice breaks into thousand pieces. Stop. Please. Stop. But projection continues. Showing drawing child made on wall. Sun drawn with small handprints around. Like rays, under drawing small words in mixed alien letters and English home. Emperor crushes head into floor covering face. Tears falling on stone like rain hitting desert. Water turning dust into mud. Soldier turns projection off and steps back. Not cruel, not angry. Face calm but eyes full of pain seeing king destroyed by truth. Emperor whispering why she called mama? Why, she alien? Soldier answers voice shaking because humanity raised her, not empire. Those words shoot Emperor heart like bullet made from love truth. Emperor screaming like beast hurting inside cage I didn't know. I didn't know. Soldier replies soft you didn't want to know. Truth simple like blade. Emperor falls sideways. Body shaking like earthquake. Hand reaching coffin like seeking forgiveness from small body not there anymore. Heavy silence fills room like grave growing around throne. Outside palace speakers turn on broadcast. Council demanding Emperor step down. Demanding trial. Demanding confession. Crowds outside screaming anger and sorrow at same time. Some screaming monster. Some crying we trusted you. Children in crowd holding pictures of orphanage children like lost siblings. Empire collapsing not through guns but through mirror of truth holding king's face next to dead child. Emperor tries standing. Uses thrown arm to pull body up like old tree leaning against rock after storm broke trunk. Soldiers watch quiet because they not here to kill him. They here to show him what war he created. Emperor whispers voice damaged please. Let me speak to them. Soldiers nod. They activate. Broadcast channel connecting Empire capital to council chamber and every screen across galaxy. Camera focuses on Emperor face swollen from crying. Crown gone. Armor wet from tears. People watching expecting defiance. Expecting excuse. Expecting politics. But Emperor voice small like child confession. Broken words spilling like blood. Executed order without truth. And children died. I am guilty. Whole galaxy gasps because never before Emperor admitted guilt publicly. Tears run again. He bows head low to camera like sinner confessing to universe we lied. We called orphanage terrorist camp. It was home. His voice cracks like broken bone I heard her scream. I cannot breathe since. He holds chair arm because legs shaking too much I surrender my fleet. My crown. My life. People across galaxy watching in silence. Even council staring unable to speak. Emperor continues terror protects children. We killed children. Terror right to answer. Some ambassadors cry hearing enemy leader defend humanity. Emperor finishes words heavy like stone pulling soul down I beg. To speak to one child. Crowd confused. Council members whisper if allowed. But Holt watching broadcast alone in flagship hears request. She realizes this moment not politics. This moment memory like ancient battlefield when child died saving human soldier. She responds granting permission for Emperor to speak to one surviving orphan. Small girl. Saved by Terran Marines from junior cadet shuttle. She lost friends, lost home, lost innocence. She sits in medical room holding blanket too big for her. Nurse sets holo call on small device. Emperor face appears. Girl stares with big eyes like wounded bird staring hunter turned into broken tree. Emperor tries speaking but throat tied like rope. Words come slowly I am sorry, girl silent. Inside her heart confusion swirling like storm because this face belongs to monster who killed her. Friends, yet face crying like father lost child. She whispers small voice like feather why? That one word kills Emperor more than armies. He covers eyes crying loud sob I believed lie. I believed they dangerous. I never checked. I never listened. Girl grips blanket shaking. Tears falling down cheeks we play ball. We eat cookies. We draw stars. Are stars dangerous? Emperor falls from chair to floor again crying no. No. Stars not dangerous. I was Girl looks away, whisper, I miss Mama. Emperor body breaks like glass hit by hammer of guilt, I took her from you. Girl looks at him again, eyes empty like night without moon, will she hear me again? Emperor closes eyes slowly, whisper, if there is heaven. Then yes. Girl nods slow, not understanding heaven but understanding someone older saying sorry. She whispers, then I forgive. Whole galaxy hearing, child forgive man who killed her world. Forgiveness like lightning breaking mountain of hate in 1 second. Emperor shakes like tree hit by storm. Words leaving lips barely audible, you should not forgive me. Girl wipes tear from cheek. Mama say forgive make heart light. Old wisdom from human volunteer teaching alien child love, now healing war leader chest like medicine. Emperor covers face, whisper, I cannot forgive myself. Girl looks at camera softly, Mama forgive you. Hologram of woman who raised girl gone. But child carrying love of mother inside heart, passing forgiveness like broken star giving light after death. Words traveling through galaxy like gentle fire melting armor of millions hearts. Holt watching screen crying openly because child repeating ancient miracle. From 2000 years ago when enemy child saved human soldier. History repeating love in shadow of death. Screen shows Emperor collapsing like soul leaving body. Confessing guilt again and again, I am sorry, sorry, sorry. Council holds emergency vote, removing Emperor, placing him under arrest for trial under children law, not death penalty, but lifetime judgment to remind galaxy consequences of ignoring Scream. Holt orders Terran fleet to stop advance. Ships freeze in place like animals. Hearing last note of song, silence in space thick like fog. War stops not through force but through forgiveness from small voice. Soldiers on both sides cry inside helmets because child's words did what thousands bullets cannot undo. Broke hate chain in 2 sentences. Holt opens channel to council. Voice firm but softer than before. Justice begins now. Not killing. Galaxy shocked because expected humans to destroy empire but humanity choosing peace shaped by pain. Holt continues, children protected by all species. That is law. Council votes yes instantly because no one wants repeat of Scream. Holt adds no fleet near children homes. No weapon near nursery. If one child harmed, law will be enforced by terror. Galaxy accepts law because punishment not empire creation. Punishment protection not domination. Holt ends call and walks to window looking at stars where war almost began. Tears falling again thinking of horned girl calling Mama with broken voice. She whispers, we heard you. We will not forget again. Fleet slowly withdraws, like tide leaving shore after storm leaving sand changed forever. Empire ships disabled not destroyed. Allowed to breathe life again but under new law. Soldiers ashamed but grateful to live. Citizens march in streets holding sign protect children. Remember Orphanage, galaxy moving towards future built from Scream not treaty. Holt holds pendant given by grandmother. Small stone shaped like teardrop, symbol of oath. She whispers child saved world again. Image of little girl and emperor playing on screen replaying moment of forgiveness like sacred scripture for new age. Fade out slow like heartbeat calming after long cry. World quiet again but quiet different this time. Quiet built from truth not silence hiding pain. Quiet holding. Promise heavy like stars. Council chamber no longer looks like throne of peace. It looks like confession room filled with ghosts of children. 7 small coffins still standing in middle like ancient altar carved from sorrow. Candles burning around them not for ceremony but because ambassadors ordered all artificial light off to feel weight of flame like beating heart. Some diplomats never saw coffin before. Their hands shaking when they walk past white covers because cloth shine like truth. Nobody can hide from now. Admiral Holt stands at edge of hall. Body tired like tree exhausted after hurricane stripped its leaves but roots still strong holding ground. Behind her Terran soldiers silent like statues guarding memory not person. Council high speaker clears throat but voice cracks like house with broken wall. He tries speak today. We write new law. Words echo strange because for first time law not political tool, law prayer for tomorrow. He continues this law will protect all. Children, from all species, from all violence. Ambassadors nod heads slow like old mountains moving after centuries. Holt watching not angry now. Eyes wet but steady like river after flood. She knows moment bigger than her. Bigger than earth. Moment belonging to dead children who scream now building future. Speaker raises hand pointing toward coffins this law written in their name. Ambassadors cry openly not hiding shame because galaxy saw everything live. Eyes of people on every planet. Watching leaders like children judging parents. Ambassador from smallest species steps forward trembling we failed them. We must protect every child as if they are our own. Sentence simple but heavy like stone placed on heart of every leader. Council votes on law. Hands raised one by one, no argument, no debate, no politics. Even enemies raise hands because child scream louder than border conflict. Law passes with full vote. Speaker reads text with shaking voice, no war near children. No weapon near orphan homes. Every world responsible for every child. Words send shockwave inside people watching. Mother on mining world hugs baby crying you safe now. Father on Empire colony whispering world changed. Holt listens and breath slow relax for first time since Beacon arrived. But weight still heavy because she knows oath not about law written on paper. Oath about promise written in blood and memory. She takes step into center of hall near coffins. Ambassadors holding breath because they expect speech. Like victory celebration but Holt voice quiet like wind whispering through graveyard children died. Peace is not celebration. Peace is responsibility. Chamber silent. No one moves. She continues 2,000 years. We believed peace means forget war. But peace means remember why war happened. Eyes look at coffins. Tears falling slow. We forgot child who saved galaxy before. She points toward memory archive projected above hall showing hologram of small alien child saving human soldier 2,000 years ago. Scene glowing like holy painting. Some ambassadors gasp because they never saw truth hidden by council history books. Holt continues, we erased her name. We erased her voice. And because we erased past, future repeated scream. Guilt heavy in air like dust choking throat. Speaker tries wipe tears but stops because tears honest now. Holt turns to ambassadors, no child belongs to war. No child belongs to flag. Every child belongs to future. Words traveling across network like seed carried by wind into hearts of millions. Children watching at home holding parents' hands without understanding everything but feeling warmth of words. One ambassador from Empire regions stands shaking, our leader hurt children. But our people will protect them now. He bows low in apology to coffins not to Earth delegation because apology belongs to dead children not adults living. Entire hall follows bow, hundreds. Leaders bow to small white boxes like bowing to gods fallen too early. Seen powerful like mountain bending in respect to stone of river. Holt watches and feels something inside chest shift slowly like ice melting into water. She whispers inside mind maybe scream not wasted. After vote, council prepares trial for Emperor. Not execution because Holt denied blood revenge. She demanded trial so galaxy remembers. So children can see justice not slaughter. Emperor brought to chamber in simple clothes not golden armor. He sits at table, eyes dark holes full of guilt and weakness. He doesn't defend himself, doesn't speak lies, only repeats soft I am guilty. Court silent because no script for honesty of man destroyed by scream of girl he never met. Trial short because truth heavy enough. Council passes sentence life in solitary study of child protection law. Meaning he will spend life learning value he ignored. Value child taught him in 2 words. Sentence not cruelty but lesson. Written into time, court ends, Holt turns away not to celebrate but to prepare funeral procession for children. No music, no flags, no speeches about victory. Funeral quiet like snowfall on battlefield where only footprints of memory remain. Small coffins moved into transparent pods floating above hall like stars trapped in glass. People stand around singing ancient lullaby mothers sing to children across species. Different languages mixing but melody same feeling. Like universe humming soft. Prayer for souls returned too early. Holt stands alone watching pods lift slowly through open roof into sky. Pods rise towards star where Orphanage once looked at nights dreaming of future. Now future built on scream. Ceremony broadcast across every planet. Children watch with wide eyes, asking mothers why people singing. Mothers answer for children who sleep in stars now. Some children ask will they wake. Mother holds child close in our hearts. Yes, after funerals, council signs final. Law copy with holographic fingerprints. Holt asked to sign last as witness. She touches screen. Her name appears next to 7 child names inscribed at bottom as authors of law. Children now authors of galaxy peace, not politicians. People watching cry because truth pure like ray of sun hitting ice. Holt leaves chamber slowly feeling weight leave shoulders inch by inch but never fully gone because memory tattooed into soul. She walks back to flagship without guards. Ambassadors reach out to shake hand but she walks like ghost among living. Face quiet, mind heavy. Soldiers salute but she lifts hand only small gesture meaning no show needed. War not parade. She enters empty room and collapses into chair breathing heavy like person carrying world on back for months. She stares at wall seeing not metal but moon ruins. Hearing not silence but girl scream repeating deep inside ear. Sometimes whispers echo mama help. She tries answer whisper we came too late, but we came. Tears-soaked jacket, she wipes face with trembling fingers. Earth High Command calls for final decision. Leave fleet in Empire territory or withdraw. Some officers suggest use law to become protector of Galaxy. But Holt shakes head slow even though call video cannot show tear. Voice steady like stone. Earth returns to silence. Officers confused why. We saved Galaxy. Holt answers we are not rulers. We are guardians. Guardians don't stay to control. Guardians come when Scream calls, words quiet but sharp, like poem of oath. Galaxy hears decision broadcast. Many shocked expecting Earth to rule or punish more. But humans choose shadow again, choose invisibility, choose to disappear after peace written. Species speak in or they fought like gods. They leave like ghosts. Holt instructs withdrawal, not slow, not dramatic, but quiet like mother leaving room after child sleeps. Warships turn engines away from Empire worlds. Disabled fleets. Left intact for new government under child law oversight. Terran ships move across border like migrating birds leaving winterland when spring begins. No music, no victory shout, only silence carrying grief and promise. Holt stands on bridge watching stars moving past window, her reflection overlapping view of space. She sees own face older than age because war carved lines deep. She whispers forgive us, for turning love into fire. Crew silent hearing her prayer. They understand because every soldier saw rescue of children in battle. Saw enemies surrender crying because child voice louder than orders. Saw humans choose trial over blood. Crew holds heads low respecting pain of leader turned mother for entire galaxy. When fleet enters Earth orbit. Planet lights dimmed in respect, not celebration, cities quiet. People holding candles on balconies not flags. Mother crying hugging child thinking of alien girl calling mama with broken voice. Humanity walks into night slow like carrying. Heavy memory, Holt visits moon ruins alone later. Visits orphanage site under space dome built by engineers to protect crater from time. She sits near stone touching dust where tiny hands once drew star's shape. She places flower made from metal, shaped like small star with 7 points for 7 coffins. She whispers we remember your names even if council erased them. She recites names one by one slow like prayer for lost souls. Tears falling into dust mixing human pain with ash of building. Built from human love and burned by human ignorance of empire. She stands after long time, looks up at sky where stars bright again not burning under war engines. She whispers never again. Vow travels through dome bouncing off stone like whisper stuck inside memory. Ships above Earth shut engines step by step going cold entering vault again. AI putting itself to sleep like old animal lying down because no threat. Council passes repair fund for orphanages across galaxy. Building dozens sanctuary homes painted same colors as destroyed one. With sign in many languages home for all children. Law demands rotation of species volunteers so children learn love from many faces not one. Earth sends volunteers quietly, no camera, no speech, just humans hugging alien children with same emotion they gave to Moon Orphanage. New leaders of Empire bow to children at opening of first home. Child with horns hugs new. Governor saying no more fire. Galaxy breathes easier slowly like lungs opening after long fear. Holt returns to duty. Not war duty but peace duty. Writing new training manual teaching soldiers oath. Training not how to kill but when not to kill. Manual ends with line if scream comes, answer. If silence comes, protect silence. Words representing heart of oath. She closes document and sits alone in office watching dawn light enter window. Outside world moving like normal again. Markets open, ships travel, children laugh in parks. Galaxy forget war fast because peace sweet like fruit after famine. But Holt knows memory must never fade. She records final message for archive storing real truth so next generations never erase child who saved world. She looks in camera quietly, eyes red. But calm peace born from scream of child. Protect voice of every child. She stops recording, file locked under child law. Her hands shake as she signs document final time because love heavier than war ever was. She steps outside building, looks at sunrise glowing red like ancient flame of oath. Whispers last line of grandmother story. We remember. Fade out like long exhale of universe resting after storm. Galactic nights quiet again but quiet different. Not like old peace full of forgetting. But new silence heavy like sky holding. Memory of scream inside cloud. Stars shine same but hearts looking at stars changed forever because people now see stars like small children sleeping. fragile and bright, needing protection not conquest. Council builds new orphan homes on worlds where war once burned. Walls painted by children hands in many colors not by government artist. Drawings of suns with faces smiling. Drawings of human volunteers hugging alien babies. Drawings of broken star fixed with tape. Symbol of galaxy trying to fix itself like child trying to fix toy too broken but still trying because love never calculates success. It only tries. Earth keeps no army in council space. Only sends teachers and doctors. Humans walking into rooms full of alien children like seeds of new language of peace. Some children ask humans why you cry when we happy. Human volunteer smiles thin like paper holding back waterfall of memory. Because happiness is heavy gift. Children nod not knowing past but learning gentle future. Admiral Holt no longer wears war uniform. She wears simple grey clothes like caretaker. Medals stored away in box under bed because gold cannot carry child scream. She moves through orphanages quietly washing dishes. Cleaning floors without introducing herself as war hero. Children call her Auntie Seren. She smiles softly because name feels lighter than title Admiral. One day little alien boy with blue cheeks asks why you walk funny. Because Holt limps slightly from injury fixed but muscle. Remembers pain, she laughs soft long story, boy insists tell. She sits on floor in playroom, children gather around like flock around bird with hurt wing. She tells story in simplest words possible, leaving war details, leaving horror like knife hidden behind curtain, only telling truth at core once, someone hurt children. So many people cried. So world decided to protect every child forever. Children nod. Boy asks who hurt children. She hesitates, thinking of Emperor crying to small girl asking forgiveness. She finally answers someone who forgot love. Children confused how forget love. Holt looks away whispering by believing other things more important. Children stare. Small girl touches Holt hand love important too. Holt smiles eyes wet love only important. In her mind echo of recording Mama help. Repeating in slow heartbeat like mantra guiding her days. Galaxy knowing story now. Parents tell children bedtime tales not of heroes killing monsters but of child forgiving monster. Story spreads like healing rain watering dry grass of cultures that once believed only. Power keeps peace, now believing love so heavy it bends knees of emperor. Council receives letters from millions families thanking Earth not for war but for law. Thanking them for showing world child voice larger than fleets. Holt invited to council many times to speak but she always declines. Sending message voices of children speak enough. Because truth not belong to adult lips anymore. Truth belongs to pictures drawn with crayon by small hands. And Galaxy starts decorating buildings with. Symbol of orphanage. Small star drawn by children on moon before explosion. Symbol now printed on flags, buttons, and screens like new religion built around promise. Promise not to protect empire, not to protect border, but to protect dream drawn by small girl under dirt roof long before fleets came. And now one day Earth announces secret plan. Message shown to Council we will close vault again. Council shocked but world needs you. Earth replies world needs memory, not weapon, Admiral. Holt knows oath not about staying strong in daylight but equal chance to rest when night safe again. Humans prepare to lock massive vault under moon where engines sleep like dragons again. Before closing vault Holt walks alone through chamber touching cold metal of ships like touching forehead of sleeping child. Whispering rest. Engines answer with low hum like dream sigh. Memory thick like honey in room. Last warship enters chamber. Door slowly closes with groaning sound like mountain moving. In dream, guards stand ready to seal vault with gravity lock codes only activated by child scream pattern. Once sealed, humans walk away slowly, not looking back because looking back like tearing stitches open. Galaxy watches broadcast of vault closing live. Some feel fear because humans leaving means no shield. Others feel gratitude because shield only needed when scream ignored, now scream heard forever. Holt returns to ship and sits in dark room alone. Only light from small holo screen. Showing faces of orphan children now safe in new homes. Playing games, laughing, she smiles weak. Tears sliding down like slow river down cheek. She whispers you see stars now. Remembering moon orphanage children drawing stars on wall. Now stars real outside window. She stands and walks to bridge where crew waiting silently like ceremony. They salute but she waves hands soft, no need formality. She speaks final message to Galaxy broadcast through peaceful channel, not war channel. Voice soft like lullaby sung in empty room at midnight we came because child called mother. Words drift through screens into rooms of millions hearts. She continues we leave so children call only parents again. Ambassadors listening wipe tears, citizens listening hug children. Holt says never let Scream travel through stars alone again. Message simple but deep inside everyone like needle stitching. Wound closed, she breathes slow and whispers last line of oath protect smallest voice. Message cuts, galaxy in silence holding breath like after prayer ends. People whisper protect smallest voice. Phrase becomes new greeting between strangers across planets. Not hello, not peace. But promise hidden in words. Months pass. Peace holds because memory alive. Orphan girl who forgave Emperor now grows in new home surrounded by humans and aliens loving her like dawn loving night sky. She still sometimes wakes crying remembering explosion. Caretaker holding her until breath calm. Once she asked Caretaker, will Mama hear me now? Caretaker smiled, tears shining, every mother under stars heard you. Girl smiles small. Touches window pointing to biggest star, Mama there. Caretaker nods slowly, yes. Some nights council holds silence minute remembering Moon Orphanage, remembering 7 coffins, remembering Scream that rebuilt galaxy. Children stand holding candles too heavy for small hands. But they hold anyway because they know candle for friend gone to stars. Holt watches from Earth, whispering to Screen we remember. Her grandmother's story now full cycle, 2,000 years after first child died saving soldier. Another child saved galaxy by forgiving monster. History not repeat pain only. History repeat love too if heart open. Now humans sleep without swords next to bed. Because world awake protecting children like precious seed. Final scene shows tiny metal toy star found in ruins of Moon Orphanage now displayed in museum floating inside glass like heart of galaxy wrapped in light. Children visiting museum look at toy and ask whose star this? Guide answers this star belongs to every child. Camera moves close showing small scratches on metal spelling word faint home. Echo of Scream gently fades into whisper of countless children now laughing under safe sky. Whisper like wind through tree leaves, soft voice saying Mama, help not scream anymore but memory. Teaching love, fade out slow like dawn light eating stars one by one. World safe for now because everyone remembers voice that once cut galaxy open and stitched it closed with single word.